Okay. Hi, guys. So tonight is April 2nd. It is my month, and we are just getting started. So our boards are looking a little, blank. That word was hard, but it's the second day. So I want you guys to hustle like crazy to show up there next week, and I'm going to share my screen. And I've got a couple little announcements and some celebrating to do. I did see on Rachel's, feel free to celebrate anybody in the chat, or if you want to unmute yourself while I'm getting this up. I saw that Casey officially got her Success Starter ticket. Yay! Congrats, girl. That's super awesome. If anybody else has anybody to celebrate, feel free to unmute yourself. I'm getting my handy dandy little thingy up. So it always takes me a second to share my screen. Success Starter. So exciting. So that means also she'll be in a pilot test group. I'm sure you'll get a free ticket to next year's summit and all kinds of good, awesome opportunities. So can you guys see my screen? Okay. All right. So we are talking about staying consistent during a crisis. Quickly going to go through this because, like I said, it's a new month. But I'm just going to announce the 250 people and anybody that's already recruited a coach. So recruiting, we've already got Melissa, Jody, and Nicole signed a coach. And does anybody recognize Catherine, Lindsay, or Samantha? Are those part of our team? That might be part of Carolyn's team. I don't want to assume, but if those are new members of our team, good job. And then 250 plus is myself, Nicole Williams, Natalie, Valerie, Valeria, Heather, Katie, Christy, Samantha, Melissa, Rachel, Emmy, and Hannah. And we've got a bunch of other rock stars down there as well. So can't wait to see what that looks like next week. And then no Success Club yet, but like I said, it's the second day of the month. And Alyssa's Michael's coach, right? Yep, Alyssa's a brand new coach. She is, decided to dig into work and is killing her business. She's absolutely rocking it. Jody at 2, Melissa at 2, Holly at 2, that is Melissa's coach, and Nicole at 2. So way to go. And then these are some announcements, and I know Amy messaged me to go over this as well, so I'm going to go over that. Summit has been canceled, and it's the saddest day ever if you missed it. But if you have any questions about refunds or anything like that, FAQ 7979, and that can touch base on everything. But you know, with everything going on, I think it would just be selfish and kind of crazy to surround ourselves with 20,000 people. So I definitely know that this is our company looking out for our best interest. April 24th, Beachbody On Demand member library bar. $20 off promo code is extended until then. And that is when it will also be on BOD. So it will be $160 until then, and starting Monday, but actually, you know how like 10 rounds for us was launched the night before, it's going to be the same thing. So at 8 p.m. Pacific time, so that's 11 a.m. Eastern time, that's Sunday night before Monday. So let's see, that's the 5th. So if you're a night out, you can get people available signed up then. It should be in the ready to go 11 p.m. Eastern time that Sunday before. So March, this is what I want to talk to you about. This is kind of cool. This sounds like too good to be true. And usually when things are too good to be true, they are, but this is actually for real. So in March, anybody that purchased $99 BOD, so the annual BOD, they are going to receive today, they should have received an email today, an email to upgrade to a completion pack. So they're going to pay $60. I was under the assumption they were paying $160 and getting $99 refunded. I don't know exactly if they're just paying $60 or they're paying $160 and getting it refunded. They will get an email to know for sure. But basically for $60, they're getting Shakeology. So cool. This is only available to people who signed up in March, and they only have until April 7th to do that. You'll also receive 2 Success Club points. So reach out to your $99 BOD customers and refer to FAQ 1179 for more info. So that is really cool. And let's see what else. I have been digging Keisha Fitzgerald. She is just amazing. I love her podcast, Empower Her. She is also a Beachbody coach. She's a rock star. Let me see. I'm going to copy this into the chat. She has a live webinar for Beachbody coaches specifically Saturday at 11 a.m. Eastern time. So let me find my chat real quick and I'll pop that in there. Why can't I ever find my chat? When I have like not full screen, I am Zoom stupid. There it is. Okay. I just want the chat. Like an 80-year-old woman. Okay. There we go. All right. So now I want to talk about some things that just are really focused on what's happening in the world right now that's affecting all of us and all of the people that follow you. First and foremost, be the woman who gives herself enough grace to know that tomorrow may look different than today. And that could be multiple things. Maybe today you rocked it and you absolutely killed it. And tomorrow is that day where the day I had today, where you feel like nothing went right. You screwed up everything. Like, I mean, you dropped the ball, like you yelled at your kids too much. You forgot about ordering groceries and then you order them on Instacart and they tell you they'll be here tomorrow morning. So cool. Whatever it is, you are enough. And so maybe today was that rough day and tomorrow you need to give yourself grace and remind yourself that tomorrow is different. And maybe you need to ask for more help, tomorrow, or maybe you need to give yourself more grace, or maybe you need to get up earlier because that's the time that's really going to serve you and give you that time to do what you need to do. What will your win be for today? So I had you guys all do that in the chat and that's awesome, but I want you to start doing that every day. If you have the Rise Up planner, it has a section for wins and it wants you to continuously put your wins in there. So I encourage you, if you're like me and a little guilty of not actually doing that, starting today, I want you to start writing in there, whatever notebook you have, include it with your affirmations, your gratitude, whatever you're doing. What's your win from today? Or what was your win from yesterday? Because I want you to focus on these wins, and stacking these wins every day is going to help build your confidence. Because guys, a successful coach is a confident coach. And what's more confident is you just like getting all of those wins and being like, I did this. So start small. On her podcast, she was saying like, I don't care if it's like, I want to be super hydrated so that my pee is clear. And when you pee and your pee is clear, have a dance party, like it can be something super simple. It doesn't have to even be business related. I want you to just focus on giving yourself grace and celebrating yourself because you are making it through a really tough time. Every single person in your household, their routine has been flipped upside down. And now, you can't just go to Target to go get your Starbucks and stroll through the aisles of Target. Can you tell I'm having withdrawals? And, it's just hard that what you would normally do to de-stress, you can't do. So I want you to build confidence. I want you to celebrate every single win and not do a weekly win, but a daily win because we need to continuously stack them. Okay. And then I want you to ask yourself this question. What do I need right now to be a full, complete, happy person? I want you to all to write that down, and then I want you to think on it, and I want you to write it out. And even if it takes you like into like a journal mode and you just start writing freely and from your heart, and then I want you to pray on it. If you're a prayer, I want you to pray on it, and I want you to think about what you need right now, and I want you to ask God for it. And everything that isn't serving you and everything that is stressing you, I want you to give that over to God, and I want you to, or the universe, whatever it is, and I just want you to just know that you are not meant to carry all of these burdens. You are not. You are amazing. And you are like freaking super woman. I don't think we have any men on here right now. I'm so sorry, man clan. But you are absolutely killing it and you do not give yourself enough credit. If you would go through and list every single thing you did today, your hand would be exhausted from writing, but you're forgetting those little insignificant things that you did throughout the day. So give yourself more grace and more credit than you even thought possible, because now more than ever is when you deserve it. And so what I want you to do is in our team page or tomorrow is I want you to write out what it is that would make you be a full, complete, happy person. I want you to really focus and hone in on that this week. A power plant, and then I love this too. A power plant doesn't have energy, it creates it. Okay. So do you wake up like, woo, today's the best day ever? Like if you were me, you're like, okay, my alarm went off. I literally feel like I need to poke my eyeballs to stay open. I'm going to do this workout. I don't want to, but I know I'll feel better after. That is me. And then I work out and I'm like, yes, I got this. After, you know, a little energized, some good music or personal development while you're working out, it's 1,000 times better. Today was a rest day for me. Guess what? I feel like a pile of poop today. Like I was so stressed. I slept in because I knew it was a rest day. So that meant I didn't have time. I didn't make time for my devotionals. Not I don't have time. I didn't make time because you need to make it a priority. You don't find 30 minutes in your day. You're just not going to find it. I chose not to make it a priority today, and that's on me. I shouldn't be mad at my kids because I didn't have time for me to do something to de-stress. I should be taking this all in and saying, tomorrow I'm going to do that because I know it makes me a better person. I know it makes me a better mom. So, you know, be intentional about generating happiness and energy regardless of what's going on around you. So today was a rest day and I was like, you know, I'm going to go for a walk because I felt super stressed. I texted Maddie and she was like, I was telling her how Adley was just like not acting good at all today. And she was like, put her butt in the stroller and go for a walk. And I did. And I felt 1,000 times better. Whatever it is that you need to do to create that happiness, you need to be super intentional about it. And when you're at your wit's end and you feel like you're going to like lose it, you need to take 5 minutes to yourself and go do something that's going to bring you joy. Get your workout in. Always the end, like do like first thing. If you're a morning worker-outer, like do it first thing, because then throughout the day, all that's going to happen is more and more and more excuses. How many times do you say, oh, didn't get my workout in today, I'll do it later, and then it doesn't happen? Like the later it is, like it's not going to happen. Oh, that's cute. You thought you were going to push play at 8 o'clock. Funny, not going to happen. So yeah, PM workouts just for me do not work. So I have to do it first thing. And I know that about you, me. Maybe you're an afternoon person and that's totally cool. But you just need to be consistent about it. You need to be consistent for your health. You need to be consistent for your business, and you need to be consistent because other people are looking to you for that motivation. Maybe you're the person that every morning they wake up and they look at their newsfeed and they see that you've posted on your stories, or that you've posted about something that you did your workout and this message came to you and you wanted to share it. So, you know, a great thing to do would be do your workout. Maybe try listening to personal development here and there. You know, if you're really in a bad mood, I love to listen to personal development while I work out. I mute it a little bit and then I listen to that, and it brings me such joy that I got two birds with one stone, and I'm feeling extra lit up. And then after that, I want to share my takeaways from my personal development with people, as well as let them know that I did something for myself, or listen to super pumped up music. I think I asked you guys if you wanted the Spotify list, and then I didn't tell you, but it's Keisha's. She's Empower Her Pump Up is what it's called. But yeah, and I've been really enjoying her. I just love music. If you're a music person, listen to more of it. If you want to sit and listen to some like worship or soak music, do that. Like do things that bring you joy. So connect with someone over FaceTime or Zoom at least once a day. I don't care if it's a client. I don't care if it's a coach. I don't care if it's a grandma, your mom, your sister, your whatever. Commit to that. And just do it. Like FaceTime your best friend. Just give her a call real quick and see, you know, hey, how are you doing? I only have 5 minutes, but I miss your face and I am craving human interaction right now. Listen to a podcast that brings you joy. Have a show that makes you laugh. Enjoy it. Matt and I, has anybody ever watched Superstore? It's kind of like The Office or like Seinfeld or Parks and Rec, where it's like there's not really any storyline behind it, but it cracks me up. So Superstore on Hulu is a good one. Find something, and if you have something, also share that in the chat while we're doing. If somebody's looking for a feel-good show, post it. If something makes you laugh, post it and we'll share it here. Let's see what else. And that's something that Matt and I do for quality time, is we both have this very similar sense of humor. And that's one thing that we really like to do before bed, is watch some type of funny show that's going to like make us laugh together. Double down on what brings you joy, especially right now. Unfollow negative content. Have somebody in your newsfeed that's constantly posting crap that you don't care about or that's depressing. Unfollow them. Like, you do not need that negativity in your life. You choose who you surround yourself with. If people are constantly whining, just like, no, girl, you don't need that. Don't watch the news. Like, Okay, do not, like, every day. It's just gonna bring you down. Listen to things that will bring you joy. Get specific unplug time with the people that you are quarantined with. So find the blessing in this mess. Like, what I always like to think, when you're going through something really hard, there is going to be a lesson that you are going to learn. You are going to come out stronger, and there is a reason for it. Okay. So every single struggle that I have ever been put through, I know it was God creating me to be the woman that He wants me to eventually be, the strong person that He is preparing me to be. So every single time that you go through something, instead of whining, complaining, asking why me, try to find the silver lining always. And then also, like, figure out what you're going to learn from it. And as you're learning things, like, thank you, Jesus, for this struggle, because I realized this. And that's what you need to look for. You need to look for what you are being taught through every single struggle. And it can be a daily thing. Like, okay, what am I supposed to be taking away from potty training? Because I see red when I am doing this. What, God, are you teaching me? Like, there's something in there. You may not know it today. You may not know it tomorrow, but you will. It's probably patience. But be more intentional in spending time together. If you're seeing people more. So Matt is working from home now, so I've made meals non-negotiable that we spend together, because he hides up in the office, gets his work done, and then he comes down to relieve me to get some work done. And we're working as a team, and there are some days where I just am like, I'm very intentional with, hey, I've got to call here, I've got to call here, and I've got to call here. What's going on in your schedule? So we're making sure that we're helping to serve each other, so that I'm not like, super stressed out, juggling on a phone with a Zoom and doing this, and he's just like, twiddling his thumbs. And then the other thing is too, is, if he does have more time, like, it's totally fine with, we are our own boss. And there's some days where it's really hard, and it's like, hey, do you have like 30 minutes? Do you want to watch a show with me? Like, I love, just humor is my thing. And if I can just watch a show that makes me laugh and spend some quality time with him, it's going to fill my cup up. And I get to do it on a random Tuesday. And so for me, that's a blessing. And, finding that silver lining, whatever it is. Like I said, Adley's in daycare. Normally she's not. She's been driving me crazy. And so now, like, my thing is, like, strap her in the stroller. She can't go anywhere. We can get some sunshine. It'll be good for everyone. So enjoy the moments that you're blessed to have. Like I said, music, find creative ways to add value as well. We've been preaching this for like the last 2 months, is to add value, especially right now. So do you have somebody in the health field, a nurse, a doctor, somebody that's just still showing up every day, putting themselves and their family at risk? Send them $5 on Venmo. Say, grab a coffee and say, thanks, I'm grateful for you. Call your grandma and just like ask about her day. Text your mom something funny. Support a small business. Add value anywhere you can. Like, find something that's going to fill your cup up. Okay. Like, I was going to make this call specifically about being consistent. And then this is just like what was flowing as I texted Heather, and I was like, well, I have done nothing for this call. This is just great. I'm crying. I'm like, da, 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 da. And she's like, just sit down and pray about it. And what you need to speak about will come to you. And this is what came to me. So, I just know that if I'm going through this and I'm struggling with this, a lot of you guys are too. So what I want you to do is, I want you to look to fill your cup to the point of overflow, because everything excessive of your cup is what you get to give to others. So I want you to be so obsessed with listening to something that makes you feel good. So for me, when I find a podcast or a book that I love, I'm not going to just listen to the 30 minutes because Beachbody tells me to do it. When I'm doing laundry, I'm listening to it. When I'm, well, I feel like I've just been doing a lot of laundry, so that's all that's coming to my mind. When I'm making dinner, when I'm doing this, when I'm doing whatever, I'm listening to either music, worship music, or a podcast, or something. And there's a ton of people putting great stuff out about how to deal with life in quarantine life too. Bob Heilig, Brendon Burchard, Chalene Johnson. There's so many people that are putting really great content out about specifically what we're going through, that are also feeling the very same way. And so when you are being an information collector, you also get to give that information to your followers. So on your story, after you filled your cup, you have all this like great energy, and maybe a quote really stuck with you from something that you listened to, and then you're pouring it out into your stories, and you are then providing value. And you just need to know that you think of somebody that you look at and you're like, how does she do it all? How does she do it all? And just realize that you are that person to somebody else. You are that person to somebody else that they look at you and think, how does she do it all? She is so motivating. She is so inspiring. I just look up to her so much. You are that person to so many people. You probably don't even realize they may even just be watching, not hitting the like button, not commenting, but you're that person to other people. So, the other thing that I wanted to share is I wanted to just kind of talk about the importance of being consistent. So for me, I have had, and I think it was Amy that said she had a coworker just say, hey, what's your coach ID? Because she was signing up for something, right? Yeah, she was signing up for something Beachbody. And she knew because Amy's been consistent as heck and she's been posting about it. So she knew that, she could go to her. I've had 5 people in the last week come to me like, hey, I know you do Beachbody. I was thinking of doing this. Is there any sales going on right now? One girl like, hey, is this weird? I want you to be my coach. I had to go follow her. I wasn't following her. I asked her how she found me. I think I made a post about this last night in the team page. I asked her how she found me. She's like, I don't know. I've been following you for years. She's like, for me, I just really love that you're down to earth and you spend time with Jesus first. Like that's something that I do too, and because I'm talking about this, you don't need to go do that. You need to do whatever you do that brings you joy and talk about it. I don't want you to change yourself. If you're not a super spiritual person, don't take offense to anything that I'm saying. I'm just really, when I talk, I try to relate to what I specifically, talk about and what's important to me. But if more so, meditation or gratitude or affirmation is your thing, then talk about that. I don't want you to change to be anybody else. You don't want to try to be a top coach. You don't want to try to, oh, she's great, maybe I should do that. I just want you to be you. I want you to be the youest you that you can be and just own it and just bring absolute contagious infectious energy to people, because that's all people need right now. And they're going to flock to you when they see you as that positive person in a time of such uncertainty. Like, yeah, you could totally, whine and complain on Facebook about how hard your day was. Like, guys, all I want to do today was my mom called me and I was like, it's okay, mom, I'm fine. Like I literally was just losing my crap today. It was just one of those days. But am I going to come on here and be like, guys, today sucked. I don't have anything in me. Does anybody have any questions? Like you'd be like, what? Like, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to show up for people. I'm going to decide that I have the ability to choose joy. I have the ability to choose my energy. And I'm not bringing low energy, because how many times have you watched somebody's story on Instagram and you're like, okay, no, bye. I literally unfollowed this girl yesterday because she's a different company, but she was like, hi guys, I'm going to show you how I make my shake now. She had the total RBF, like monotone voice. Like I was like, oh, okay, good luck with that, girlfriend. But like, you need to just decide, okay, today wasn't the best day, or yesterday wasn't the best day. But you know what? That was 5 minutes ago. That was yesterday. Now is now. And I have the ability to bless people's life by continuously spreading joy. And I have the ability to move my body, and I'm going to be grateful for that. So I'm going to do my workout. I'm going to share about it. And I'm going to, I have the ability to give myself 30 minutes of personal development time. And I'm going to share my takeaways to motivate somebody that maybe doesn't put themselves first enough to do that for themselves, or they don't think that they need that. So they're not doing that for themselves. So if they spend 5 minutes and read my, and scroll through and see my post, then I want to leave them with that, reminder and that message. And then, the other thing is too, is that I have consistently used my Facebook almost as like a Dear Diary. I talk about the things that I'm struggling with, and then I turn it into a motivational thing. The biggest thing that you can do is figure out exactly what's pulling at you the hardest right now. And I want you to take a minute. What is weighing you down the most right now? What are you struggling with the most right now? And I want you to take that, and I want you to make it into a vulnerable post. Don't try to act perfect. We are not perfect. And if you try to act perfect, you are not going to get coaches, because they think that they have to be so perfect that their life is wonderful all the time. And that is not possible. So I want you to focus on, and it's okay. I mean, I'm not saying hey, let's focus on this negativity, but think about the thing that's stressing you out or weighing you down the most. And I want you to make a vulnerable post about it and turn it into an inspiring message. And that is the one single best thing that you can do to connect with people, because your tribe is struggling with that very same thing. and maybe they don't have the ability to turn it into a positive. And you know, all they are seeing is how stressed out they are because of that thing. So take it, run with it. It's 9 o'clock. It's late, but you can still make a post tonight when we're wrapping up. You're about to take some time and think about it and put it out there. And it's like a journal. Not only do you get to put it out there and motivate other people, but it's like, it's off your chest. Give it over to God. It's anxiety. It's gone. I talked about it. It's over with. I'm not dealing with it anymore. Giving it over to you. Don't have time for that. And it's a win-win for everybody. So I am encouraging you to do that tonight. 2 a.m. Crystal, wait, what time? 9, 10. Oh, are you over the pond? Yes. You're over there, huh? Yeah. Okay. You get a pass. Hard pass. You are a rock star. My goodness. Good for you, girl. Snaps for Crystal, everyone. That's awesome. I just adore you. You're going places. Squirrel moment. Sorry. Not many people would do that. So, yeah, but you know, and if it is absolutely like, no, my brain hurts, it's not, I'm not doing it today. I encourage you to do it tomorrow. Yes, it's Friday. Yes, I usually say family fun stuff, but if you put a vulnerable post out there and it's Friday, I promise you somebody is going to see it that needs it. Okay. So be consistent, show up in your business, show up for yourself and your business for your workout, show up for yourself and your business and your nutrition. What do you want to take away from quarantine life? What do you want to take away? I want to be like, look at her. She rocked her postpartum journey, even though she was stuck in the house with 2 tiny creatures that sucked the life out of her many days. Like, I want to like, I have not been on Facebook much today. Melissa, I have to read yours. I honestly have like been pretty unplugged, just trying to keep my head above water. And there are gonna be days that you guys are all doing that. And me being vulnerable, I hope helps you, that I don't just like snap my fingers and things happen. I have bad days. We all do, but we do not live in those bad days. And all of those bad days remind us, when we have a good day, how good it feels to have a good day. And we need these struggles. We need those bad days to remind us. And God does that for a reason, so that you can truly appreciate the good things when you have them. Because it was just like rainbows and unicorns all the time, that was the normal. Like, you would just have rainbows and unicorns, and if, you know, a cloud in the sky, then it would be the worst thing ever. But, you know, we have those highs and lows. And you need to be that person that, you know, that really rises through that valley, because that you need to take something from this and lift others. And we rise by lifting others. And, you know, the best thing that you can do is just be consistent, show up for yourself, and not just think like, I've seen all these memes about like, you know, May 1st, like, I'm going to look like a busted can of biscuits in my jeans when I go back to work. No, like, I mean, freaking no. And side note, everyone just pretend you can't have dairy and you can't have anything good for you. And you're, you know, it'll work out for everyone better that way. But really, like, you know, I can still have seltzer. So I've been taking quite advantage of those every day. I just want you to just find joy in everything, guys. I want you to show up. I want you to really commit to nutrition. Focus on tracking it. I started tracking my nutrition again, and you have no idea how much random things of your kids you throw into your mouth, you know, if you're not focusing on tracking it. So I want you guys to be coachable. Listen to me. Track everything. If you're in maintenance mode, cool. Do you? If you have goals, track everything. Are you doing 2B mindset, or are you doing ultimate portion fix? I don't care what it is, or time nutrition. I don't care what it is. You're going to commit wholeheartedly, and you are going to, and if you haven't taken a photo recently, please take one, like tomorrow morning. I always try to do it in the morning. Lighting is better, you know, but tomorrow morning, take your pictures. If you haven't taken one in longer than like 2 weeks, I'm telling you to take it again, because you need to have a transformation. Hey, I decided on Friday, April 3rd, to commit wholeheartedly to my nutrition. I started tracking everything. And guess what? 1 week later, I'm down 5 pounds. I don't know what it's going to be, but I want you to start tomorrow, start tracking everything. And then you're going to also come to us. You're going to come to your challengers, and you're going to make a post, because you're going to say, I finally committed and I decided, hey, enough is enough. I'm not going to live this quarantine life. And, you know, I'm going to commit, and I went all in, and this is what I have. And hey, guess what? There's other people sitting there eating Oreos, going to scroll through Instagram and see your post and be like, dang, she looks good. I should probably focus on that, because this is not getting me to my goal. So if you want to move your business forward, you got to be consistent. You got to show up for your workouts. You got to show up for yourself mentally, you know, spiritually, physically, fuel your body, drink more water than you thought physically possible, and just, show up and fill your cup to the point of overflowing so that you can give it to others, and give yourself all the grace, because more grace than you thought humanly possible, because the amount of grace that you can give to others starts with the amount of grace that you give to yourself. So if you want to be able to give more, you have to give to others, you have to give more to yourself. That's all I had. Is there anything in the chat that I missed? Something said, yay, Chelsea, taking advantage of the fact that I can't go out to eat and getting those quarantine abs. Oh my gosh. Yes. So much. Oreos are dairy free. This I know, but continuing not to buy them, because Matt McDonald and I, anytime I say Matt's name, I always call him Matt McDonald. I don't know why, but we could literally, every time we buy Oreos, we finish them that day. Not joking, every time. So they don't come to our house. Does spiked seltzer water count? That concerns me. What are they made of? I'm pretty sure they're like vegan.
That's exactly what I said. I was like, oh, I don't even want to know how many chemicals are in there.
There was pink sparkly unicorn, or not unicorn, pink sparkly Oreos at the store the other day, and I totally bought them. I'm like, I don't think that you should be eating glitter. This is probably not good, but hey, Adley, you can have them. Okay, you're living my life 2 years ago. Oh, yeah, I feel that. Putting on my jean at least twice a week to keep myself accountable, Heather said. That's a good idea. Quarantine 15. Okay, so I don't know if anybody has any questions that weren't answered. I'm gonna stop. Anybody have anything? Okay. I'm gonna stop the recording and then